Thanks for being here today with us, Jennifer. Could you tell us a little about your business and your history being an artist?
We are a new business in Seattle called Pentograph, making all sorts of different types of objects of different materials, primarily 3D clay printing for not only the everyday person, but also for the architectural community. I'm an architect, interior designer, and have another business for that. So our objects are to occupy spaces.
This is kind of in addition to the other businesses that you have.
Yes.
Where you're going to be designing a house or outfitting a house with new furniture and art pieces.
Correct.
And incorporate your guys' artwork into that.
Correct, yes. So it's pretty often that we're looking for accessories or light fixtures or just maybe sculpture, things like that, that can be put into our projects, whether it's homes or even commercial spaces.
And what drew you specifically to using clay and porcelain for this portion of your business, as opposed to maybe plastic or some other materials?
We do some plastics, we do resin castings, we'll do wood. Clay really came to me through my other partner in the Pentograph business, who went to University of Washington for ceramics and then went to Berkeley to study architecture, where he was then introduced to your company and the development of the machines with Danny. So that has really been something that I didn't know about and have discovered, and we've really kind of developed a love for the clay itself. So
what was your first impressions when you started printing with our equipment, and what kind of obstacles did you overcome?
We started out with your smallest scale printer, and then quickly discovered that we wanted to increase the scale of the objects. Ended up getting your larger Scara printer, and which can do quite large, and then we bumped up the tube sizes to get the volume of clay to be larger, and then really have been experimenting with how far to go with that, because it's times when the equipment can do bigger things but the clay can't, and then there's times when the clay can but the printer can't. So we're pushing the boundaries on where we can go with each of the objects, the design of them, the textures, marketability, and all of those factors. So
what features on our equipment have been the most valuable to your business?
The quality of all of the parts and the steadiness has been able to let us achieve some really fine amounts of work and detail to the objects that we have. The volume of each of the tubes themselves has been amazing, and being able to kind of expand as you guys are always moving on to your newer and better products, and we're just right behind you, trying to capture all of that into our studio as well, so that it seems like even if I bring up a challenge, you guys have already thought about it and have potentially a solution for it. So
throughout all of the different pieces that you've printed, what kind of forms or geometries in the pieces has our equipment allowed you guys to make that you couldn't in the past?
I think that the different nozzle sizes can let us have a different scale. Each object and each function of each object, each of the nozzle types play into how we can get the fine detail that we're looking for. And if we don't need as fine a detail, the printer can allow us to have even a thicker nozzle where we can get larger objects, go higher with them, go wider with them. So that's a big deal. I think that the general performance, the expanse that the arms are able to do, and the controllability of whether something is more compressed or less compressed has been, it works perfectly.
Would you say that your capacity to print more objects or make more product has increased with the use of 3D printing versus the other ways that you guys were making art pieces?
We've never been hand builders for clay. We've always been doing digital fabrication in a sense. So coming out from the architecture end of things, we've always been in the digital fabrication, and so hand building and the handmade process that we have ends up being the portion that we use the printers, we use the digital side of things, and then we do the kiln and the other, whether we're glazing, we do that by hand. So we've always been a combination and hadn't really been throwing on wheels. So I couldn't tell you from the production side of this certainly would be faster, no doubt, just by knowing the machines. What it really offers more than speed is just the customization is where we really shine. Because if we build something or design something that is of a certain scale and somebody wants that tweaked, which we get a lot, maybe they just want to scale it up or down, it's really easy for us to do that. And the machine obviously just responds to that software and talks to each other. So,
how have your customers responded to the 3D printed art pieces?
Oh, we bring the machine to different shows with us, and I have wanted to just film people's reactions, how it stops them dead in their tracks. And it doesn't matter, every age, kids to older folks have just been, they just stare at it. They can't believe that this is a technology. It's still very unknown, even though for us it feels like, so, we live in this world, so it feels so ubiquitous, but it is very unknown to people and very shocking to them. They're really enthralled by it.
That's great.
Yeah.
So are there any new technologies that you'd like to see incorporated into our equipment in the future that might be able to help your business?
I'm always looking for more materials, how can we mix materials? How can we do things that haven't been done before? And all of the constraints that come with that, of whether you have enough, can you get it to the weight of that clay to flow from a different location so that you can get more volume to make bigger things. How can we make sure that the clay itself will support what we want to do? So are there additives to the material? How can we get transparency combined with opacities for the objects we're making? So I think there's lots of innovation that will be coming down the road, and it's exciting to see how that plays with the market.
So maybe even different printing medias aside from clay that can be used with the equipment.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fun to explore that, because digital fabrication just allows you to do things we've never been able to do before.
This here is something that we've been working on for the past few months, and we think it's going to help specifically people like you, but even all of our customers. It's a quick release tube system where instead of having to undo all these bolts, it's going to quickly interchange. So if you want to take a look at that.
Yeah, this is a game changer for a studio like us who is doing a lot of production, where it was time consuming to take these tubes apart. If you are doing the volumes that we're doing, these tubes being filled all day long and being able to just simply put this on and lock it in like that. I know it seems like just minutes, but those minutes add up. This is a game changer for us, for sure.
Especially if you're going through 10 tubes of clay per day.
Absolutely.
So, back to your business, do you have a specific art piece or project that you guys really was your favorite or that you'd like to showcase?
We are getting more and more into doing light fixtures. That's a real, making the translucent porcelain shine is a big interest of ours. All of the objects are really fun. They all serve different purposes, whether we're doing little planters or a whole industry of little cactus things, and because we can get all these loopies, it offers all this air for the plants. And it's smaller scaled items, but we're happy to say that we have gotten our objects into the Seattle Art Museum, and so even though there's function, there's also form, and that form is really beautiful. So we're able to really feel proud of the designs that we're doing with all of those things. So.
And what would you say to any artists that are very hesitant about 3D printing? You know, a lot of people say, oh, this might not be art, but obviously you guys have a different opinion about that.
We do, because again, we come from a world of architecture where having engineered products, having science and art meet, using digital fabrication for something that we see as art, that blended world is where we come from, and we are happy to exist in it, even in the fine arts. We do get people that say, well, you know, are we taking away from those who do hand building or slip casting? And I just think it's another form, just like technology is for all of us, and it's inevitable to be a part of technology, and it's offering just additional things. It's not taking those folks work away from them. It's just adding another industry in, and so for us, it's just a combination. We see it as art.
Yeah, so it's another tool in your toolbox to make something different that otherwise you couldn't make
Absolutely.
By hand.
You couldn't make it because you would never be able to get the intricate details on all sides of the objects, inside, outside, and the complexities that go with it, the consistencies. You would never be able to do that, but it doesn't mean it takes away from the process, because believe me, we have all sorts of fails in the kiln that are part of that fine art, and discoveries that happen along the way that were unexpected, that we have to embrace.
And how do you guys see your work evolving from here? Do you have anything in the future that you're going to work on with our equipment aside from the light fixtures that you're currently doing?
That's why I'm here, to really see what you are all working on, so that we can help be the support also, and team with you for being the side that is using it day to day and experimenting and trying to get it out to the market. So I think I would love to experiment with different materials and mixtures of materials, and see how some of your equipment can be used in the realm that we are in, which is a little bit smaller scale in that way. So.
Well, thank you for spending this time with us today, and hopefully we'll see you again soon with some new products that
Absolutely.
We're coming out with.
I'm excited about it. Thanks. We are Pentograph. You can find us at pentograph.com or Pentograph Design on Instagram and Facebook. So we are looking to expand our business, and newly formed, so working on our branding and having all of you come visit our sites. Thank you.